found our camp spot.
Think so too.
I forget what National Forest, Roosevelt. We're in the Roosevelt National Forest, back in the Poudre Canyon.
Back again.
Possibly for 2 nights. We'll see what goes on. But we saw some campgrounds that said they were free, pulled in. There was a couple Vanagons, an earlier Volkswagen bus, a Ford that was lifted, and they were all next to each other. And I wanted to camp there. It's $25. But this is free. And we're off the beaten path. And, I mean, I'm cool with it. How do you feel about it?
I'm excited to see the stars.
Yes. Looks like a clear night up in the canyon for once. We've been here. We know the weather now. I'm just kidding. But I'm also happy that we're elevated and away from flash floods, although there isn't any warning. But there was when we were camping, and that kind of freaked me out for a second. Just because scary crap. But I was also wondering what the other side of the mountain looked like, and it's just as burnt. So it's kind of sad. Pretty crazy.
Okay, so a lot of people have been asking, how comfortable is the van? I would say it's not too bad, but it is a couple inches short of like a standard size bed. So Pat and I's feet definitely hang off the side, and I'm on the side of the sink. So I can't stretch out my legs the whole way sometimes. But I have found a little wormhole that I can tuck my feet in and kind of stretch the whole way out if I want to. Generally, it's not that bad. I sleep pretty well. Sometimes Pat takes up most of the bed or the covers, but then I just have to roll him over. And yeah, it's not bad.
See, Joe asked, most random thing you didn't prepare for on this trip that you should have? That's a good question, because I feel like there's a lot of things. Like mentally is one of them, because I don't know, it's just such run and gun type of situation. I mean, I'm kind of prepared for it, but I could tell you this. I should have prepared myself by doing research, like extensive research, at least in Colorado, because we've been here for, 3 weeks? It's got to be close to 3 weeks at this point. And finding dispersed camping in national forests seems impossible. It doesn't seem like something that we could ever find online. And some of the apps, iOverlander and stuff, they help, but there's usually a lot more than what's listed, so like you don't want to take the drive if it's far. I mean, that's our fault at the end of the day. But sometimes we get there and it's completely full, or it's really hard to locate. So I would say doing the research on the off-grid camping thing to make it a little bit easier when on the go.
Somebody else said, biggest unexpected surprise to living in the van so far? I guess the biggest surprise would be the amount of packing, unpacking, remembering where you put something, like that. It's been a surprise every day. Like, where do we put the Lysol wipes? Where do we put the toilet paper? Where do we put the paper towels? Like, and we put it in a different spot every time, so it's kind of like we just can't remember where we put stuff. So I guess that would be the biggest surprise that I didn't think was going to be like an issue, or even just like something annoying about the van life thing. Another biggest surprise, I guess I would say, okay, I guess that's pretty much it. I mean, gas prices haven't really been a surprise. We know everything that's expensive.
Most used item in the van, Gage asked. Most used item in the van. Besides, like, I guess the gas tank and the engine, most used item? Well, we don't use our sink. We haven't used our sink basically this whole trip, and that's a whole nother thing. Most used item. All right, most used item in the van definitely is like, there's a few things, but I'm gonna go with the sun visor. We throw that thing up all the time. In Colorado and any of these states, I'm assuming, where there's higher elevation, it's gonna be, it's not extremely hot, but you're so close to the sun that it just chews right through everything. So I would say that. We bought it in Shenandoah, actually, last minute, and then it ended up, we use the dang thing every single day.
My favorite hair brand, somebody asked me, is obviously, I would say, Bumble and Bumble. I use it at work. I love it. I have it on the road. I also have Moroccan Oil brand. I like their texture spray. It's been great. I haven't touched a single curling iron or heat tool this whole time for a month. So I've definitely been getting creative. So I love my Bumble and Bumble dry shampoo and my Moroccan oil texture spray. That's what I've been rocking.
What state are you going to next? Miss Mandy asked. We are going to Wyoming, I think, most likely. Wyoming and then kind of going into Idaho. But Wyoming would be the next state. We don't know how long we're going to stay in Wyoming. But we're going to go to it pretty often because we'll be right across the border.
Somebody else said, what's the best and worst thing you've found out about van life? The best thing is the options are endless. You can pretty much go wherever you want. The worst thing for me has been where we are heading each night. So it's kind of like a plus and a minus because we're at a new spot every night, but also the anxiety of the next morning by like 12 o'clock, I'm like, okay, where are we staying tonight? So it's been like a toss-up. But tonight we found a really cool spot. It's free, it's on National Forest land, so it's been pretty chill here.
Any film photos of the trip planned or all digital? Looks a lot like fun. Keep it up. For me, there was actually no film planned. Michaela brought her Canon. It broke before I think we even used it, or maybe once or twice. And then when we got to Denver, ironically, my friend Sam gifted me a camera. I can't remember. Nishika. It's a Nishika N800, I believe, and it's one of the 3D cameras that has 4 lenses on it. So I've been using that here and there, and I plan on using it a lot, like throughout each state, maybe one roll per state, and that should be really cool. Got to get those developed.
Top 3 goals you want to accomplish on your trip. Top 3 goals definitely would be to be more go with the flow, I guess you would say, or more adaptable. I guess I'm so used to day-to-day being planned, and that's not this life. Definitely not. There's something new every day, something different every day, and I didn't realize how much I'm not like that, like go with the flow. I thought I was, but I'm not, so I guess that would be a goal, to be more adaptable. Another goal of mine is to reach the West Coast. I want to touch the sand, and I mean, I've already reached this goal, but like the goal was to like meet cool people along the way and like learn other people's stories and see where other people come from. But we're already meeting really cool people and stuff, so I guess I would check that off the list already.
My good friend Dylan Banana Hammock asked, will you be making this adventure stuff more of a regular thing in your lifestyle? And I mean, the short answer would be yes, if it's possible. That would be the main thing. It's really hard to do without a job, which is why we put a limit to it, because I obviously left my job to do this. So unless I can figure out a way to sustain myself on the road through some sort of freelance work or working with brands or something like that, or YouTube, then I definitely would, without a doubt, at the drop of a hat, honestly.
Favorite area so far? We've been in Colorado the longest, so I guess I would say that's been my favorite area. I love that no matter where you are, you can see these huge mountains. And we've been in the Pujay River Canyon area for basically a week. And it's a hidden gem, honestly. It's pretty cool. It did have a forest fire 2 years ago, so it's kind of sad seeing a lot of the dead trees. But other than that, I love Colorado. I love that it's city, suburban, and then now we're out here in the middle of nowhere.
My friend Mooch asked, how do you do internet for uploading while traveling? And well, I don't, unless I'm staying at a friend's house or a hotel or someplace that has Wi-Fi. And that's how I was able to upload the last few videos, so I'm not even sure when this video will go up. There's been a lot of footage since then that has not been edited. So I try not to do it really when I have shoreline hookup at a campground, because it's just usually hot and it's so inconvenient to set up inside the van. Once it's out, it's easy, but inside the van is pretty hard. So yeah, that's pretty much the only way. If I'm with a friend, or that's about it.
How is the bathroom situation in the van? Well, usually more recently we've been camping at places that have bathrooms. But if we don't, I actually just open up the barn doors and I sit on the step and then I just pee that way. I haven't had to go number 2 in the wild yet, thank God. But yeah, it's not that bad. I just kind of sit on the step and go to the bathroom.
My good friend Yuri asked me, what is the goal at the end of 2022? And for me, that would be pretty much what we just kind of talked about a little bit ago, and that would be for me to figure out a way to make money on the road and be able to do this stuff, maybe not full time, but definitely as frequent as possible. Something I can maybe do from a computer and online. That would definitely be my goal for the end of the year, going into the crappy months of winter, where I really won't be doing this, but maybe I can. Maybe I can head south, go down to Florida and see my dad, go to Texas or something. That would definitely be a big goal for me.
How is this trip helping create intimacy in your relationship and grow you guys together? I would say it's definitely... I'm definitely learning patience. I'm not the most patient person. I will be the first to admit that. And also, I've been having a lot of anxiety throughout this trip. So Patrick has been really good at helping ease the situation. And yeah, I guess just being more patient with each other and trying to understand where each other are coming from, I guess.
Exactly. And we're living together.
Yeah.
And like pretty much the worst scenario possible, I would imagine, next to being homeless.
Yeah.
Because Michaela has to, we both obviously have to trust each other. That's first. But Michaela has to trust me a lot because she's not a great decision maker.
I'm a lost puppy dog some days.
She's not the best. She can't really make a solo decision based off of any sort of instinct, I guess. This is really what it is. She doesn't react, she kind of overreacts. Sometimes. Not all the time.
Not all the time, but
It's
most of the time.
when it comes to like, we'll wake up early in the morning and she's like, where are we staying tonight? And I don't even know. I'm just planning on going.
And considering we've been together for 7 years and this is our first time living together.
Yeah, some would say it's sad, but I don't think it is. I think it's awesome. I could do this full time. Full disclosure.
I mean, honestly, like, at first I thought it was going to be really small, like really crammed and stuff, but I don't feel that way, like, physically, like, all of that.
Yeah, I got used to it really quick.
Yeah.
Like, in the first week, I would say.
Yeah. And, again, if I'm anxious when we're at a camping spot, I just clean the van.
Yeah, I lose all my stuff. Literally, it's all gone from wherever it was. Okay. And the next question comes from Miss Mandy. Again. Same with Joe, 2 times. What has been your favorite memory so far?
Favorite memory. I have a favorite memory.
Okay.
Favorite memory so far was the day that we woke up from camping at 12,000 feet and we did like, we walked around the town of Frisco and we got lunch. We looked around at a few shops. We took a nap at a park. And then that following night we went to the hot springs and then we camped again. That's honestly...
That was also in the National Forest.
I liked that day.
That was actually a good day. Yeah, I was really tired. The elevation really screwed me up for some reason. It had me so tired for like 2 days, and that was one of them. I had to take a nap. I had to. Before driving.
Just chill.
Yeah, it was a good day. Frisco was really cool. That was a good memory. Yeah, I can agree with that.
Okay, so this concludes our Q&A. If you like this video and you have more questions to ask, comment in the comments below.
Yeah, since we're almost at 1 month, this will be like the 1 month Q&A. So comment below for the second month, and follow us on Instagram. Our van page. Yeah, just follow that.
Okay. Van page, Instagram is in the description below. Hopefully, when we get to our friend Corey's house, we'll have better Wi-Fi so we can upload more videos.
That's probably how this will get uploaded.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll see you in the next one.
But for now, follow on the Insta stories and stuff. I got to get better on posting those.
We both do.
But
we also have no service.
We're really not good at ending videos, so we're just going to end it like this.
Yep, see ya.
And we hope you guys have a great day.